At what density or scale does it make sense to actually insource the last mile?
First, it's a difficult question on several aspects. First is it depends how your strategy could be, because I'm going to give you a number that was a funny number which created this idea, by the way, which was, well, the first time that in 2007, I just took over the transportation in Europe, and one of my first negotiation in one of the carriers in the UK, by the way, during the negotiation was not going well, and one of the MD of one of these company told me, "Oh, you know what, Philippe? When you will be 60 million parcel a year in the UK, you will be able to run your own business." And at that time, we are not 60 million in the UK, but of course, based on the number we had and the projection, we would be soon. But I wrote that somewhere and I parked it basically. And 2 years later, literally, because after the crisis, the acceleration of the sales at Amazon really went after the 2007 and 8, that really started up, and Prime program helping and so on. And 2 years later, I'm thinking, wow, but we are now just above this 60 million parcel. Should we start looking at it? It's the reason why I asked some of my business analysts to have a drill down into, could you look at it if it was just a word like that or it was real? And indeed, they came back and saying, yeah, no, that makes some sense. We can almost optimize people every day, almost, in a town like Glasgow, because we did the analysis on Glasgow. I didn't want to do London, which was a bit more obvious. I wanted a medium-sized city to have an analysis, because if it works in London, it doesn't tell me where it works elsewhere. When it was working in Glasgow, that tell me, of course, in London it will work, and many other cities in the UK it will work. It's the reason why he did it, and they say, yes, that makes sense. Not the number, I don't even remember the real number as density in package per square meter, but it also depends on which city you are in, basically. And but to give you, that was the reference point that I kept for a long time, was this 60 million, and would be, is it 60 million, is it 70, 80 million, I don't know, but for sure you need to be, in any European country, you need to be multi-million parcel, except obviously if you decide to be very local, and because of course that was to have a network of a country level. Now if you start to say, I want to deliver in Paris only, you may not need obviously 70 million in Paris. You can start much lower than that. And but the number as it's so, I don't remember the real number of parcel by square feet, but people could do easily the analysis of what they have today, and I believe it should be around 2 or 3 parcel per square meter per day, and you start to have something to deal with.